Hello guys, welcome back. So for today, let's talk about practical. If you've not watched my entire Viva experience, then you have to watch the previous video, and don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe so that this video can get to a lot of second MBBS, second PhD, second BDS students. So I'm a 400 level student of the Department of Medical Rehabilitation Physiotherapy, University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Enugu campus, UNEC. And I know physiotherapy, some of you are wondering why you're talking about second MBBS, you're in physiotherapy, you're not doing medicine, you're not doing dentistry. Well, in University of Nigeria, Enugu campus, physiotherapy, medical rehabilitation students, we write second MBBS exams, and I wrote and I passed. Yeah. So I think I am well equipped with the knowledge to do this video. So I'll be talking about my practical experience and sharing tips on how to pass practical exams for anatomy, biochemistry, and physio. So anatomy and practical exams is usually split in 2 days. It can be usually Monday, Tuesday, then Wednesday should be for biochemistry, then Friday should be for physiology, but sometimes they just make it Monday, Tuesday anatomy, Wednesday biochemistry, then Thursday. So it all depends on your set what they decide to do. So for anatomy, histology slides are what you have first. After histology slides, the second day you do steeplechase, where you see all those organs, you see bones, you see veins, you see arteries, you see human hands, cadaver, you think it's leg. Don't mind me, but it actually happens. You see a heart and you think that is the lungs. So histo slides takes 10 marks, and then steeplechase, those organs ones, also take 10 marks. Then for biochemistry and physiology, I'm not actually sure how many marks the practical takes, but I think it's either 10 or 15 marks. I don't really know, I'm not sure, but practical is one method, is one way that you can get large marks for your MBBS exam. So please and please don't miss out on it. Don't miss it for anything. Do your best for your practicals. Like, it's very easy to grab marks. Let's look at slides. For slides, how do you revise for your slides? So for histology slides, they will be projecting images. You can see during practical they'll bring a microscope, they'll bring a tissue, and then you'll be viewing it to see the structure and all of that. They'll even ask you to draw it in your manual and all of that. So that's what you'll be seeing during histo slides. They can project the histology of the uterus, of the vagina, of the lungs, of the cardiac muscle, the skeletal muscle. They'll just project it for it will be 10 seconds, and they'll ask you, what structure is this? A will be, what structure is this? B can be, where does it develop for? Or it can be, where does it develop for? Or what's the function? Or just one question like that. So it's usually A and B. So the key to learning histo slides is to look at as much slides as possible. So we have different compilations, but during our set and for most sets, most of the questions that came out for history, in fact during our NB, all our questions were inside Dr. Ikele's slide. So look for Dr. Ikele's slide. No, don't ask me, I don't have it on my phone anymore. I'm sorry, I've deleted it. But I think it should be on one of the drives. But Dr. Ikele's slide is number one. Make sure that you go through every slide, look at it. How will you be able to differentiate cardiac muscle from skeletal muscles? Skeletal muscles, they have striated stuffs, all those stuffs. Look for lungs. How are you going to differentiate? Because we have some histology slides that they look alike. So you as a person, you have to look at them individually, and if they project it, because you'll be seeing the exact projections on the screen, and you have to be fast. You need to detect it very fast, because it's going to slip away, and you don't want to make a mistake and put a number one question for number two. So what I usually do that time is every single day, I don't miss a day, every day I must look at this slide. What is this? This is the kidney. This is the, even if I don't look at the B part, knowing the origin and all of that, I must look at the slide every day, because I want it to stuck to my memory. I want immediately I see it, I know that this is it. So this didn't work for me really. I didn't do all this during my first attempt of anatomy, because as you all know, I failed anatomy and I had to resit. So all these tips I'm giving you is what I did for my second attempt, my second resit, where I passed. And I'm assuring you that if I could see my script, it might be just one question that I missed, and that one question that I missed was actually because I wasn't able to see. I wear glasses, so I wasn't able to see the slide very well. So if you don't see very well, sit in front so that you can see well. So that's the tip I have for you. Then get a book. get a book, and there are some compilations that have all the questions that they can ever ask you for based on each tissue that is going to be projected. So get a book and copy out everything, so that once you are looking at your history slides, that's not the time for you to be looking at the developments, the functions, or other questions, the big part questions. That's the time you are trying to imprint an image on your brain. So once you've done all of that, then you can take your book as you are going out, as you are resting. That time that you used to scroll on Facebook or Instagram, just use it and be reading that development, reading that function or something. That was how I did mine, and it worked for me. Then let's look at for physiology. Let's look at biochemistry first. Biochemistry is usually OBJ questions, MCQs, 30 questions. They'll just give it to you under about 30 to 40 minutes. That's the end of the exams. It's very easy to pass as well. You just need to read that booklet. I don't have mine because I've given it out. I dashed it out to somebody. That booklet that you usually do practical. So some people make the mistake because they don't know the kind of questions they are now reading. They are trying to cram the values that they got from their practical. Nobody is going to ask you that. So when you get your manual, what you do is all the practicals that you've done. Like when you get your manual, when you've not written anything, read those things, those words, those messages, those information that came with it. Read it line by line, because all the questions you'll be saying, what is the pH of this carbonic acid at this ethanoic acid, something like that. All those things that were in, like, see how this book is in black, right? Is in black, right? When you get your manual, look for those parts that are written like this and read it word for word, line by line. Those are where your practical questions come from. The same thing for physiology. The only difference is that physio is in a subjective format. BI and biochemistry, they will just mix up the whole questions. But physiology, every practical that you did, they will give it a heading. Heading number 1, blood pressure. They will not ask you like 5 questions under blood pressure. Subjective, they will pass that one. Respiratory rate experiment, they will not ask you like 5 questions on that one, and that's it. They'll move on to the next one. That's how they do it for the entire physiology, and that's it. I think that should be all for practical. Yeah, you're going to ace your practical. Just follow these few steps of mine, and if you have any questions, check my channel. I put up my email. You can send me an email, or for easier reach, just drop your questions in the comment section and I will reply you with a message or even with a video. Yeah, I'm not generous, I can do a video for you. So don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe, invite your friends, anybody that you know in UNEC 200 level, 100 level in physiotherapy, medicine, MBBS, BDS, to watch my videos. And thank you so much for subscribing. See you in my next video. Bye.